Yo, 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 yo. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes before I begin with this impromptu live before I get ready to go ahead to my to the job, you know. See anybody pop up real quick. Yep. Umar, Umar, Umar. Umar, Umar, Umar. You know, Dr. Umar, if you still want to call him a doctor, this jagoff, we already know that he's a grifter, he's an agent, and what we gotta do is basically as people, we just gotta go ahead and start moving away from this bullshit. What's going on, Igor? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Virgil, what up, baby? What's happening, Joe? You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year to both of y'all. If I don't get a chance to say it to y'all after midnight, you know what I'm saying? Man, Spit Hall of Fame, what's good, bro? What's good? Umar followers are some of the dumbest motherfuckers on the internet. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yeah, wishing you a happy new year full of blessings such as success, prosperity, happiness, above all else, health. Thank you. And for all y'all in the chat, everybody who watch the playback, if y'all do, I wish y'all the same, especially with the health first, then the success. And along come with that is prosperity and happiness. So I want all y'all, you know what I'm saying, to know that from Mr. O to all y'all, that's what we focus on next year. So make sure y'all hit the like button, you know what I'm saying, share the podcast and everything. And if y'all choose to donate again, you can sock it to my pocket with the Cash App and PayPal scrolling at the screen. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and get straight into it. I ain't got that much time. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick first. I think this is let's look at this first real quick. Hold on. Let me get my shit up, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Here we go. Now let's hear old Umar Johnson, who defends the Williams sisters marrying outside their race. But your black nigga ass as a black man, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You better not even have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to supposedly take all your so-called hard-earned money, your success, your integrity, your name, your brand. Yeah, even though you came from the ghetto and the same chicks in the ghetto, or even the middle class or upper black middle class that we have in this country, seeing you in the same predicament, seeing you everywhere from the so-called block all the way into the classroom, even to now in the workforce. They won't give you no play. Yeah, and say that they can do better. Even want to go ahead and date other races of men. But as soon as you go ahead and get your passport, or just do the whole SYSBM thing, you got Negroes like Umar Johnson and the rest of these clowns out here that will try to put shame on your heart and make you stay on the plantation to suffer along with them. Let's take a look-see right here.
Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. I said black butter almond queens, black butter pecan queens, black warm peanut butter queens, black butterscotch queen, black fudge queen, black cinnamon queen, black sweet brown sugar queen, black pistachio, black walnut, black almond queens. It's black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. I like white women. How do I change? It's no hope for you, brother. Go ahead and stay with her. You have been excommunicated from the African community. Okay, Bunny Hopper, you have been excommunicated from the African community. And at the end of your name, we put comma BH. Like at the end of my name, I put CSP, comma M.ED, comma PSY.D for Doctor of Psychology. You're going to put comma BH for bunny hopper, comma CN for coon. BH.
Well, I'll be a bunny hopper, even though I don't put the white woman on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? I know she had done as much damage here in the so-called shores than the so-called black one. So also, Coon, Mr. Johnson, I'll hate to tell you this, but it appears that the more pro-black you are nowadays, and especially go to a party that basically disenfranchises straight hetero black men, and you basically go along to get along, you, my sir, are a coon. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out the way. Umar is one heck of a grifter and a disingenuous simp. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Comma CN. Congratulations, my brother. You finally have some credentials. Snow bunnies ain't got no backside. Snow bunnies ain't got. So she said.
What about what's her name? Capiano. I can't remember her name. Hell, what about what's from Lizzie McGuire from back in the day? Y'all millennials know who I'm talking about. The girl that played Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff. What about Ron Howard's thick ass daughter? You know what I'm saying? Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah. Yeah, you and the rest of them so-called pro-blacks and so-called feminazis that want to go ahead keep on using the so-called 1980s, 1990s as y'all backdrop. Y'all know that so-called white women and Asian women, even Latinas, start getting more ass after Ludacris song said as much. Like New Phenomenon, like white women with ass. That was like around the mid-2000s, and you can't unsee it. Can't unsee it.
Sitting on your lap, her back is on your lap because bunnies ain't got no backside. Her back is on your lap. Her back is on your lap because bunnies ain't got no butt. So her back is on your lap. Dr. Umar, my brother loves white women. How can I redeem him? Don't redeem him. Release him to the bunny brigade. Don't save the snow bunny lover. We got to stop trying to save the snow bunny love. If your brother is addicted to the bunny, send him to the bunny brigade.
Snow bunny. Brothers, if you suffering from the snow bunny crisis and you need snow bunny therapy, $75 an hour on the telephone.
Negro, please, man. Where's the money that you had used for so-called Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, which is basically since it's been 11 years since you are asking people to fund the said academy, which basically had estimated to $2 million worth of funds. But you keep yelling your Cash App and your PayPal, acting like you're broke. This nigga here.
$100 on the video. Black men suffer from the snow bunny crisis. I do give out snow bunny rehab life coaching sessions. Snow bunny rehab life coaching sessions. Snow bunny rehab life coaching sessions. The snow bunny crisis speaks to a tendency of educated, well-placed, successful black men to date outside of the black community and more likely to date within the white community. Now, most black men are married to black women. I want to be clear. However, black men date outside of their community more than the men of every other community put together.
That's some bullshit. But I'll take it. I'll take it. You want to ride with this, then all them white dudes that basically was the passport bros centuries ago with this thing called colonialization and imperialization. I mean, the reason why I'm trying to figure out the reason why majority of them so-called black men that date out is because the women of their group does not want them. So you basically want these men to just be conky-surf eunuchs in a so-called community just to keep up appearances and just fall on their proverbial swords to appease the so-called black women that don't want their black asses. Right.
which obviously has drastic consequences for the Black community when you're looking at single motherhood, a lack of viable men in the community in terms of leadership and mentorship. So not only are you dating out the race, you're taking away resources from our community, i.e. your bank account, your retirement, your 501, your 401k, and everything else, and mentorship. So not only are you dating out the race, you're taking away resources from our community, i.e. your bank account, your retirement, your 501, your 401k, and everything else, because when you transition and women live longer than men, you're taking all this wealth from the Black community and you're giving it to a people who have taken enough from us, and you're not leaving for our own people.
Oh, and so do you give the same lecture do you give the same lecture to Nina Simone, Tina Turner, Eartha Kitt, hell, Rachel Lindsay? Yeah, we gonna hit that chick too, you know what I'm saying? She in the thumbnail too. You know, she paying $500,000 to a Brad that she wanted off of the Bachelorette. Even she defended Serena and so-called Venus marrying white men. Hell, Halle Berry. I'm just saying. No smoke for them. They got fame, fortune, all that good stuff. So hell, even Kamala, if y'all want to go there, even Kamala Harris, right? Umar, even Kamala.
No ice, no rice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. I don't want to see no snow bunnies. I want honey bunnies. I want caramel bunnies. I want butter almond bunnies. I want walnut bunnies. I want guava bunnies. I want butterscotch bunnies. I want warm peanut butter bunnies. I want fudge bunnies. I don't want no snow bunnies.
We giving out credentials to bunny hoppers. We giving out credentials, oh yes, comma BH, comma.
This nigga Umar starts sounding like one of them single mama strags, and I'm straight from Philly, bro. You position of a so-called uncouth Black woman that living in the ghetto, or even uncouth women of any class or any race, you know, trailer park, the barrio, I don't know what the Asian call they so-called deplorables in their neighborhoods, but y'all catch my drift. This nigga here.
CN. That's what you put at the end of your name. If you're not a coon, if you're a bunny hopper, you're automatically a coon. But if you're a coon and you're not a bunny hopper.
So Quincy Jones, hell, one of the most blackest what's the name, civil rights leaders, Harry Belafonte. What about Jack Johnson? If Jack Johnson was basically a time machine to this time period, you know, in his boxing form, would you tell him that? Would you tell Jack Johnson that he's a coon, Mr. Johnson?
Then at the end of your name, you'll put comma CN for coon.
A few moments later.
She's from Compton. She's marrying a white man, like her sister. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very tactful, Art, because I know what Venus and Serena had to go through. And let's also remember, Venus was out there first. She paved the way for Serena. A lot of people forget that. Even though Serena is the greatest tennis player of people, white.
You're automatically a coon. But if you're a coon and you're not a bunny hopper, then at the end of your name, you'll put comma CN for coon.
A few moments later.
She's from Compton. She's marrying a white man, like her sister. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very tactful, Art.
Oh, you're going to be very tactful, huh? Usually when you see this type of situation with Black men, you know, same Black men that look like you, the same Black men that you asked to donate to the school to help Black boys, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about us, you take the gloves off, you don't hold nothing back, anything. But with them, these two right here on the screen, I mean, love who y'all want to love, but we already know what this going to. We already know the gaslight. Love who you want to love, but as long as you're a black man, you gotta love the black woman no matter what. Yeah, we know that. We know.
Because I know what Venus and Serena had to go through. And let's also,
you know what they had to go through. Oh, let me read Igor Mendoza Kanya comment. Igor wrote, "Aren't all those famous Keishas married to Brass taking resources away from the?" Yeah, but look, it's too logical. A lot of people, it goes over their head. They don't think too clearly, sir. It's only for black men. This is only a stipulation they have for us black men. We supposed to be the only ones caretaking the community with our resources, our time, and our energy, and don't ask for anything back because we were such bad men back in the day, right? Right. We paying the sins of our so-called forefathers, even though even in the Bible we're not hold to that standard. But ironically, dealing with these human beings down here, yeah, yeah. Keep that pin to the top. Let go.
remember, Venus was out there first. She paved the way for Serena. A lot of people forget that. Even though Serena is the greatest tennis player of all time, even though she's starting to get some competition with Coco Gauff and some of these others, shout out to them and the racism that they have to deal with every day. But remember, Art, white people were calling Venus and Serena monkeys, apes, animals. They were not put out the tennis matches.
But Umar, what have I told you? What have I told you with screenshots from Facebook and X over the last 15 years that it was not the black man that was ridiculing the Serena and the Williams sisters? Hell, we even had black men that was promoting that Serena Williams was basically the top tip body wise of what they desire from they so-called women of today. You know what I'm saying? In shape, nice big old buttocks, everything, thighs, and all that stuff, right? She was in a relationship with black men. You know, she was in high profile relationships with dudes like Drake, Common, right? But all them said that she had basically, even though she's supposed to be a prestigious figure, she can't leave Compton behind. She still got Compton in her blood. I mean, salute that she didn't forget where she came from, but at the same time, though, some actions have to be left behind when you go up in classes. See, black people want to be black people no matter what class they're in. Even with the so-called people with black people with money, they don't have class to, you know what I'm saying, to add on to it. So we all want to go ahead and be a how can I say, a monolith, but we're not really a monolith. It's classes, it's levels to this shit. But we talk about it, but we don't practice it as a people. What's going on, Go Professor? Great broadcast earlier, you know what I'm saying? You chopping up with Roger Report, you know what I'm saying? Ironically, that's my real first name in real life too. My name Roger, but no, don't tell nobody that. Don't tell nobody that. Well, I guess I just told everybody that, but yeah, Roger that. Anyway. So you mean tell me that only the white man could see the so-called equality, femininity that these women portray on these screens and everything, interviews and whatnot? They was the only ones to tame the Williams sisters and bring them back to their femininity. That's what you're trying to tell me, Umar? Let's continue.
Remember, there were white people asking for Serena Williams to be tested to make.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Then wasn't it mainly black women that was calling on the Williams sisters ugly monkeys? Even calling men that found them attractive on borderline homosexuals. I'm just saying, we got the screenshots, we got all the data and everything. Now it's the same women, the same B-dubs that now going around celebrating their so-called unions with the white man, but a decade, even 5 years ago to a decade ago, these same women was criticizing the Williams sisters for their so-called looks, they so-called shapes, because a lot of the modern beat-up cannot compete with an actual fit woman that works out. They got to use all type of tricks and manipulations and witchcraft to go ahead and achieve the same look. Just saying. But now it's black men's fault because we want viable partners for them to go ahead and rest in their femininity and hopefully retire and all that. See, we got called the gaslight out. We got called this whole 20s searching yourself and all. Yeah, you're gonna fuck up in your 20s. We all did. But the thing is though, we gotta be realistic. All that born again philosophy, you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know how I want to say this. I'm just gonna leave that part right there. But yeah.
Make sure she was not a man. They were calling her a transgender, Art.
That was actually black women and white men saying these things though, Umar, but you don't want to call them out. I guess because they're the ones that's still funding your pockets to keep us all lost.
On the field, bro. So imagine, and I don't know what their self-esteem was like before they started playing tennis. Think about that. Their father was a strong black man, but we don't know what their self-esteem was like before that. We don't know who else influenced them. So you got these two young black women, trailblazers, kicking ass all over the tennis world, being disrespected about their hair, their body, their beautiful chocolate skin, their lips, their nose, their buttocks. I love both of them sisters. I love them both, Art. It hurts my soul to see Serena Williams marry outside the race, but I know
it hurts your soul, huh? It hurts your soul. Really?
Why she did it. She had been made to feel unattractive. Venus.
By who? Umar?
And Serena were the victims of psychological trauma at the hands of white America that Nicki Minaj loves so much.
What? How you gonna just go ahead and talk about Nicki Minaj and
that she says she's so proud of? It was this America that did that to Venus and Serena. White people traumatized them two sisters, Art. And that's why, although I don't agree with Venus's recent decision to marry a white man, I don't agree with Serena's decision to marry a white man. At the end of the day, Art, these two women went into a hostile, white-dominated sport and took it over, and white people never forgave them for it. And in doing that for us, this is how I look at it, Art.
Bro, Tiger Woods was already oh no, that's wrong sport. Arthur Ashe, bro. We had Arthur Ashe, one of the greatest tennis players of all time, bro. Come on now, this nigga being so damn disingenuous.
And Venus and Serena sacrificing their childhood and their adulthood to show black girls what was possible on the tennis court. The collateral damage was their self-hate. And in order to rescue their self-esteem, they married outside the race because neither one of them wanted their children to look like them.
So they divested, took all their wealth and gave it to the white man for the so-called light-skinned children, so they won't have to go through the so-called turmoil. Even though when we found out about these biracials, especially with black mothers and white fathers, they'd be the most confused, most what's the name type of mixture that is. So ain't that adding on to the problem for the future, you Mr. Umar Johnson?
And they didn't want their children to look like them because they didn't want their children to be subject to the same type of ridicule and hurt that they suffered. I'm not giving an excuse because it's unacceptable, but I am giving a psychological explanation for Venus and Serena's behavior. If I saw them walking down the street, Art, I'd give them both a hug because I love what they did for black girls.
Bro. bro. Yeah, go P. All of the excuses, bro. Every single last one of them. But yet, here we are. I know, I know, right? Yeah, Ego. He's giving all type of excuses.
And black women, I love them sisters. I would hug them if I saw them tomorrow, but I would still tell them, I'm still disappointed at you for bunny hunting. No ice, no rice, no spice, no sand, and no salsa. Black women, if you suffer from snow puppy addiction, Lapita and that other sister who both dating that white male, she divorcing the same.
Oh, you talking about Jody, what's her name? I forget her name, you know what I'm saying? Jody something, yeah.
White man Lapita dating. Lapita, you need some Wakanda snow puppy therapy.
Joni Turner Smith, yeah.
Lapita, please reach out to Dr. Umar for some Wakanda Forever snow puppy therapy. 215-989-9858. You said you need some yellow bunny therapy, some brown bunny therapy, some red bunny therapy, some white bunny therapy. I'm the man you need right here. All the credentials, all the degrees. I'm the man you need. Text me up.
Yeah. Get this nigga off my damn screen. Here we go.
He doesn't want to.
Shut up.
Now let's get
Don't
to this
even do
right here.
You can hear that.
For the we might not finish this all right now. I might have to come back after my shift, you know what I'm saying, probably around where everybody probably still celebrating New Year, but we're gonna have to pick this up, you know what I'm saying. But I just gotta give y'all a tidbit of this real quick. So the woman at the bottom of the screen right here,
And he
is Rachel Lindsay. She was one of the winners of the Bachelorette. Just to give y'all what's the name of what basically why she's on this subject. Yeah. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. Oop. Rachel Lindsay to make last spousal support payments soon. Yeah. Rachel Lindsay and Brian Apso Solo finalized messy divorce. Who got what? Yeah, basically she paying the bride that she chose off that show, and he basically had found out why Keisha's is getting left. Even high profile attorneys like Miss Lindsay, you know, the ones that's that basically filed for divorce 80% of the time with black men, but the white dude had bit the bullet first, and now he gets all the spousal support. Yeah. So again, isn't that the black wealth leaving the black community? Big Septure, what's going on? What's the damn deal? What's good? If anyone is taking Mr. Johnson seriously, especially going to 2026, you are a sucker. Yeah, go P. Yes. But let's continue. See?
Now, there have been a couple of people that we've retired talking about on this podcast, unless there are extreme measures, like something that it's extreme that we just can't not talk about it because it is so, I guess, something that's being talked about in the culture. I'm about to retire, Dr. Umar.
Oh, shit.
Because the jig has to be up at this point.
Jig.
I'm going to ask you legitimately,
Jig.
What else does Dr. Umar talk about other than the school, the school, the mythical school, the interracial couples, and snow bunnies? Like, what would you bring him on? Like, I've said I've wanted him to come on this podcast, but I really want to go at it. But what else is he talking about? What else is he like? I know he talks about Black empowerment, but it seems like the only time he makes headlines, the only time he is a topic of conversation on this podcast is when he is talking about one of the three things that I said. It's never, no one's ever, I feel like, using his quotes or, you know, an interview to talk about something that is positive and encouraging the Black community. He's always shitting on the fact that, you know, interracial relationships, you got it linked to self-hate, all this other, like, the jig is up. Like, please talk about something else. There's got to be, you got a doctor in front of your name. There's got to be something else more profound that you can talk about, because this right here was not profound. It was ridiculous. And the attack on interracial couples or people dating outside of their race, it's got to stop. There's only 3 exceptions where I feel like this is necessary.
I can't wait to hear this. 1,
when you use your interracial relationship to put down your own race.
Okay.
2, you only date your own race. A refusal to date, like, as a Black woman, I'm like, I refuse to date Black men.
You only date the other race is what you meant.
Yeah, but a refusal to date your own race.
Oh, refusal to.
Yes,
oh, okay.
a refusal to date your own race.
Okay,
and
these are the 3 times that. Okay.
That it's acceptable to go on a Dr. Umar rant. Or 3, you lose your identity in your own race or with your own race to glorify the other race, which is what he's accusing the Williams sisters here. Mm-hmm. Those are the only 3 times I feel like it is acceptable to say the things that Dr. Umar says about interracial couples, because those are rooted in self-hate. That's not the Williams sisters. In legal terms, we would say he assumes.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear all that bullshit? That's what's up. Shit, chilling. Got my content up now. That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna check you out a little later. She wants to justify letting Whiskey Mike run it up in her. Yes. Yes. All of them do. All of them do. Let me continue with this.
Oh, you think it is?
I'm asking how you know.
I'll tell you how I know. First off, I believe.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm just asking how you know.
I will say that he assumes facts that are not in evidence, because he is assuming lots here.
Oh,
he assumes that they hated their appearance so much that they married to procreate lives that did not have any of their features, which is such a ridiculous thing to say. When you have a biracial child, you have no idea how.
So it's not ridiculous when the Black woman does it, but it's ridiculous when the Black man does it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you're gonna breed out your genes. They always want to talk about Patrick Mahomes and all of them, you know what I'm saying, gonna breed out your genes and all that shit. But they never talk about the mulattoes class that basically have white dads and Black moms, you know what I'm saying, that's damn near most discombobulated of all the race mixture that you can ever think of. Yep. Let me go continue. Let me go ahead and stop running.
They're going to look. They might look like they don't have any white in them. They might look like they have all white, or they might have a perfect blend of both. So to say that somebody procreates with white person because they are trying to whitewash their Black features, you have no idea if that's going to happen. I mean, how many times? Like, you just have no idea what the outcome is going to be.
An idea of. Give me an example, should I say, of a biracial person that looks like Venus or Serena Williams, that looks like that.
They might not look exactly like them, but I know biracial people who don't look. I would have never known that they had white in them.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would have never known.
When Halle Berry first dropped, when she first hit the scene, Strictly Business, and then like also she was on some like TV show, and then she was on a couple of other things and all of that stuff. I didn't know that Halle Berry.
You know, Halle Berry, one of her first roles was being a fine ass crackhead right next to Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Jungle Fever. That's why I kind of didn't take Hollywood seriously, because I mean, ironically, it's half true, because I have sold some substances to said individuals that take said substances, and they may not be Halle Berry-esque, but it was damn near up there. And I was like, wow, just wow. But
was biracial for a very long time till I saw, because I'm from Louisiana.
It's also rumored she's had surgery, plastic surgery.
Well, I'm sure she, whatever. Halle, do your thing. When I saw her mom was like, I was like, oh, interesting. Okay.
But that's my point. You just don't know. So he's assuming that is why they decided to get with a white man. Venus also doesn't even have children with him. So that's another thing that he's assuming. He's saying that they got with these people so that they have children that don't look like them.
Venus is I hope he got the draws that night. You know, she claimed to be a virgin. She claimed to be a virgin up her way to her mid-40s. Now, if she got a bag, she might be able to go ahead and squeeze out one little IVF baby, probably with his genetic markers. It's gonna be hell, but it's already hell that you marrying a 40-something plus year old virgin, though. That probably can't even throw it back to you. Probably don't even know how to. Probably don't even know how to give the walk 3000. And y'all know Brad's more perverted than majority of other males out here. So yeah, that's that. That's crazy. I mean, doing the right thing, holding your virginity, all that, that's good in practice, that's good in faith, but you supposed to do that stuff while you're young. Ain't nobody trying to crack the cherry of a 40-plus-year-old woman. Not really, unless you just a thirsty ass simp and think you're doing something only getting a notch on your belt, but other than that, nah.
Venus doesn't have a child. So that argument is out. The other thing he assumes is that they received so much hate that it had so much of an impact on them that they lost their way with their identity. It made them hate themselves. What proof does he have of that? Because if that were the case, when they were playing tennis, they may have dressed a certain way that maybe hid some of their attributes. They would have worn their hair maybe a different way, that to hide some of their features, they would have done certain things. In addition to that, they continue to pour into the Black community through scholarship, through mentorship, and through community service, and through foundations. They have the Williams Family Excellence Program. They have the Yatunde, I hope I'm saying that right, that's named after their sister, Price Resource Center, that is in Compton. They work with UNICEF as Goodwill ambassadors, and they have the Helping Hands Jamaica Foundation. I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. They have all these programs and foundations that continue to pour into Black culture and into the Black community. They continue to mentor and be an inspiration to Black women as Black women. Nothing that they have done has shown me that they hate themselves.
Well, just like Ego, as is put in the chat, Serena Williams is bleaching herself and doing the most so she can look like a Becky now. So that was a lie. Yeah. Yes, she does. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I gotta get going. You know what I'm saying? You want to help a brother out, you know what I'm saying, with some lunch money real quick, you go ahead and hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, might need it. But other than that, this is all I got for right now. Might come back later when I get off of work, but we got to hit more on this subject real quick. To all you pro-Blacks out there, your days is numbered. So enjoy the rest of y'all day. Go ahead and listen to other content creators and their podcasts. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.